Hello and welcome to another online tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to ink up a plate and print it without using a press. So before you start printing, you need something to put your ink onto. I'm using a sheet of Perspex, but you can use anything that's smooth. You also need a roller. Some people call them a brayer. And then you need some ink. For this demo I'm going to be using oil-based ink, but you can use water-based. To start, put a tiny bit of ink out onto your Perspex. Then take your roller. It's tempting just to put your roller into the ink and start rolling. Try not to, otherwise you'll get too much ink onto your roller. Just take a little bit up, lift it just above and roll, bring it back and roll. Keep doing that until you've got a nice even coverage both on your inking up plate and also your roller. And you're aiming for a soft whisper, not a sticky sound. Before you print your plate, you need to make sure there's no dusty bits onto it. I find using a toothbrush is really useful for that. So give it a brush away from your inking up area. And then take your roller, and the same as with the inking up plate, you want to do a roll, lift, roll. You may need to reload the roller and keep inking up your plate until you've got a nice even coverage. Like so. So I've inked up my plate. These areas there may pick up when you print, so you may want to make a feature of them, or you might want to wipe them away. So I'm just getting a cloth, I'm just going to wipe. It looks like you're making it worse, but it does take a lot of ink off. Then I'm going to take my corner illustration. This is what I'm going to use to line my paper up. So place the illustration down and the lino in the first recess. I'm then going to take my paper and place in the second recess. For this demo I'm using a Japanese paper called Burnishing. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a nice thin paper and it's really good for burnishing techniques. Then I'm going to pick up a baron. This is a Japanese baron. It's a bit carved with a bamboo leaf wrapped around it. And the idea is that you do circular motions to get the impression. You can also buy plastic ones, like this one, which is slightly bigger, and you use in the same way. My personal favourite is using a spoon. I find I can get more pressure on this and get a better print. Again, just going in circular movements. Just move the corner illustration out of the way. And then carefully lift your print. So I printed another one. I can see it's come out a lot better than the first. The difference is I just spent a little bit longer printing it and I just used the spoon. Once you've done all your print runs, you then need to tidy up. To clean up oil-based inks, I'm just going to use vegetable oil. For the ink up plate, I'm just taking a bit of card and just going to scrape up the excess oil and put it into some newspaper. Now I'm going to take a bit of vegetable oil, squirt a little bit on there, take a rag and just wipe it. We're going to get to a point where it's really clean, like that, and then you can just take this and wash it with soap and water. To clean the roller, first of all get a clean bit of newspaper and roll off any excess ink. Keep changing to fresh newspaper until there's hardly any ink coming off onto the newspaper. And then I'm going to take a rag again, a little bit of vegetable oil onto the roller. I'm just going to give it a good wipe. Keep changing to clean bits of the rag and pay attention to the sides and the underneath. Once you've got all the ink off, get a fresh bit of newspaper and roll it again. This just ensures you've got any excess vegetable oil off the roller. And then that's your roller clean. Now your plate. Again, just a bit of vegetable oil and give it a good wipe. So when you think you've got a lot of the ink off, get a cleaner cloth and give it another wipe. This just gets any excess oil off your plate. And then all the dirty rags can then just be washed and reused. And there you go, there's my inking up and printing tutorial. See you next time. Bye.